Previously on Roll Britannia.
As I turn the gun towards the Commandant and go, now, are you coming with me or not?
I'm gonna say not.
What?
At which point he bravely turns and runs away. It seems, though, there is a small opening that is not easily seen, and coming out of this crevice in the cliffside is a very sleek-looking ship.
I bet you that's the Commandant.
Keth, is
Yep.
there a ship in the bay?
There is, yes.
This is mine now.
And he pulls out a very interesting-looking stone of far speech, and he says, "River, are you there?
Captain?
You know the direction in which the Commandant has fled.
I believe they might be heading back to Neverwinter across the Devil's Arm.
This man must not reach Neverwinter. Get yourselves down to the docks, aboard that ship that Malrus seems to have prepared for you, and set sail."
Let's go, let's go.
It smells like magic out here.
I'm going to cast Hold Person on Jeff.
Am I dreaming?
All I know is that you're very sure.
What the fuck is going on, guys?
Derek, you cast Levitate on yourself.
Trying to lasso it and just make sure that Derek doesn't float away.
Shit. Oh.
Hey, Casper, mate. Get in there, and I want you to
I'm gonna
find some
drop
people.
anchor.
And if you don't
You
see
do
any
that.
people,
I'm gonna fire a
then
harpoon.
I want you to tell me, okay?
You do that,
Tell me
and
if you see
I'm
anyone.
gonna-
Go for it.
Okay.
I'm going to angle the two cannons on that side facing the ship.
So there's a hatch going down, there's a door into these cabins. Pull out some string, a couple of the bells. I've set an alarm just in case anybody tries to surprise us, but I think we should go down this way.
Yes, let's go downstairs.
River, are you there?
There's no response. And you descend into darkness. All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action. Last time we played, you were two of you were descending into darkness. One of you was standing guard over the entrance to said darkness, and one of you was considering whether or not to steal the ship that everyone else had left.
I'd like to think I'm now currently just going into sort of Phil Collins air drumming mode. Feel the air tonight. Just on the side of the ship.
He's just got a gorilla costume on.
Yeah, you didn't know that the Valkyrie had a drum studio on it, did you?
No.
But I'm glad it does.
It's next to the dressing room.
Right.
So I'll go, and at risk of causing mayhem, I'm going to swap my weapons over.
Okay.
Because at the moment, I've got a musket in front of me, which is sort of medium to long range. And if we're going downstairs into the darkness, I'd like my blunderbuss.
Belinda.
So
Nice.
I need to reach deep into
Bob.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Roll then.
for hilarity.
I hope
Yep.
it's a cow. Come on.
Roll your d4.
Oh, no, it's a 3. Worry not,
so
chaps.
you're
I'm
all right,
sorry.
you're all right.
I'm
all
sorry.
actively down about the fact that we don't get a random occurrence of an animal in a really bad
Oh.
situation.
Well, I can make it happen if you want.
No, it's
I
all
am
right.
the
It's all
DM.
good. No, we just did it. We
I did
rolled.
all I could.
We rolled.
So
You
I'm
did.
sure-
It's true.
I mean,
Sure,
the last
Bertha
thing we
back
need
in
at the
the
minute
back.
is a miniature kraken.
Yeah.
Or,
Although,
To be fair, we could just let that take care of everybody that might be here.
because it's
Yeah.
our miniature kraken.
Yeah.
So
can
yeah,
you imagine
Belinda
Casper's reaction?
comes
No one
out.
said you were in control of said miniature kraken. It's just said that there would be a miniature
Yeah,
kraken.
we could just go upstairs and leave it to it. Yeah, so it's the Kraken ship now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If found, please return to Keth Frostiron.
Casper, you've got a friend over there. Go say hello.
Fucking hell! It's massive!
I did that without even with my lips.
On the backup voice.
What are you doing with that tentacle?
I'd love
Are
to.
you my dad?
I'd love as a Patreon bonus, just Casper After Dark, where it's just like the filthiest
Oh,
shit
God.
imaginable in that voice.
He's a horrendous.
Ugh.
I mean, that could be arranged. Someone writes it, I'll read it.
What's happened to?
Oh, dear.
old Jeff?
So, what are we doing then? You swapped over for Belinda.
Yeah, I've basically
Derek?
got my big blunderbuss
Seeing
shotgun.
him pull out the blunderbuss, I'm just gonna let him go past and stay behind him.
Good shout.
Yeah. The blunderbuss goes ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and you descend these stairs, and you find yourself in a sort of atrium space, a sort of corridor, if you will, with a few doors leading off it, and ahead of you, you can see an open passageway with another room at the end of it. It's not very well lit down here now.
Okay, both of us have dark vision, so we should be
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's why I'm telling you what you can see, because
Yeah.
I know you can both see it.
Bright as day,
but you would be
Dan.
aware that it's not lit.
Yeah, that's fair. How many doors are in the thingy? In the
So
hallway?
there are 3 doors coming off the space,
Right.
and there is a passageway as well. So as you get to the bottom of the stairs, there's sort of 2 doors sort of either side of the stairs
Right.
behind you,
Okay.
a passageway ahead of you, and 1 door slightly off in front of you and to the left.
What do you think, Keth? Sorry, what do you think, Keth? It's hard to whisper in that voice.
Do you need a lozenge?
Nah, I'm good.
Anyway, I think we should clear these 2 doors behind us and go down the passageway. I
Okay.
don't like leave my arse in the wind.
Okay. Should we take? I mean, you have the lead, so.
Let's rock, paper, scissors for left and right. Oh yeah, I thought you have to roll.
It's a very
first.
visual way of doing this.
Rock, paper, scissors. Shit, both scissors.
Okay. Rock,
Rock, paper, scissors, little box.
Paper.
stone.
Oh, I got scissors again.
Well, that went really
Okay.
well. We won't do that again.
Yes, on the podcast. So which one are you going to?
Rear left.
Okay.
Rear left.
I'll
Okay,
take
so
the
you
right.
both turn and you approach the door.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a simple wooden door. It has a latch on it. What do you do?
I guess Keth will line up next to it, weapon pointing at the room, and he'll just go, Derek, you open it, and then I'll go in and clear.
I will check
Cool.
for traps first.
The old
Quick
TC.
TC. Quick
ladies and
TC.
gentlemen.
Quick TC. Haven't had one of those for a while.
17.
17. You don't see any traps.
I will try the handle and swing it open and step back.
Okay, you do that.
Is it open?
It does.
Cool. Keth takes a couple of quick steps into the room and looks from left to right. And I guess roll perception.
Yes, please do.
Oh, 2.
2. You're in a room on a ship.
Nice.
Derek, it's cool. Come on in.
I will walk into the room and I will check behind the door
Terrible.
and roll a
Terrible
perception check.
tactics from myself.
I'll roll a perception. That's a natural 18, so 20 total.
20 total. Yeah, you can see that you are clearly in some kind of storeroom. There are crates about the place that look to contain various imperial documents, and you can see that there are some barrels and all sorts of things about the place.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. With
Derek, my eyes are closed. Is there anything important in here?
there seems to be some tax returns and a letter from the HMRC and some barrels, mate. I'm just gonna next to the door, as I assume we'll leave it till later to loot. I don't know how you want thieves' cant to work, because sometimes people do symbols, but sometimes it's like Cockney rhyming slang.
It was Cockney rhyming slang last time.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, it's going to have to be Cockney rhyming slang if it's already canon.
Just write it in Cockney rhyming slang. Well, there could be a written form and
Because you made the claim that it was going to be Cockney rhyming slang, and then was like, you had
I can't think of anything. Yeah, I couldn't
nothing
think of
to
anything.
think of about Cockney rhyming slang.
Well, there you go. Hoisted by your own petard.
I will draw.
Oh, I do like that phrase.
I will draw a. I'll draw a little symbol of a whistle and a flute
Right.
to tell me
yeah.
that there's loot in there.
Oh,
Nice.
The whistle and
Nice,
flute
I like
loot.
it.
Cool.
You spend a few minutes drawing this beautiful little sketch of a whistle and a flute on a
Gotta
door.
get the things
And
right.
while you're doing that, Malrus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna see if I can. So the front of the captain's cabin, or the cabin that's on deck,
Yeah, has a bell trap on it.
are there windows?
In the door, yes.
Can I try and peer through the windows to see if I can see anything?
You can, but they're not. It's not like clear glass. It's
Opaque.
old styly, very sort of
Very thick.
homemadey kind of glass. You know, the sort of glass that's enough to let some light through, but you wouldn't really have you wouldn't want to wear them as spectacles.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can try, but
Must be a
roll
bathroom.
perception at disadvantage.
Must be a battery.
Is it like a closed down shop where they've just like painted on the inside, just like a load of white paint, all swirling?
Yes, yeah, exactly like that. Yeah,
That is a 13.
you can vaguely see the shape of some office furniture.
Can I roll perception to see what is happening around me, if anything at all?
You don't need to roll for that. There's nothing new happening
Nothing
around you.
Nothing new. Okay.
Nothing new is happening.
Can I roll to see what Jeff might be doing on the other ship?
Are you going to wave to him?
Yeah, just wave. See what he's up to. See if he's doing
Just wave to
air drag or
Jeff.
something.
He's got his
Jeff,
shades
what's going down?
He's got his shades of Horatio Kane on. He's gone and got a towel from downstairs, and he's sort of like made a little cape for himself, so he's feeling important. Just he's just taking advantage really to sort of let the weird out while he's
Is
on
it-
his own.
Tom Cruise in Risky Business.
Yeah, a little bit. It's just sort of
Are
basically.
you sliding around on deck in your socks?
Yes, this is exactly it. And just basically drumming
He's doing
along,
skids.
skidding along, just doing air drums, and then when there's a particularly good guitar solo, coming in, sliding on his knees, and sort of like
to a song that he's presumably just imagining in his head.
Yeah.
There is no music around him. The music is in his mind, and just sort of
Tapping
loving
along to the
life.
strange
It's sunny.
rhythms in his head.
He's got his shorts on. And
As I'm seeing this,
Oh.
I'm just going to sort of shake my head back and forth and put my head in my hands on my face. Go, oh, fuck's sake.
Everything is normal over there.
Yeah.
Expected.
Jeff is playing the guitar and kicks an imaginary mic stand over. It's like, yeah!
Starts smashing his imaginary guitar on the floor.
Looks like he's about to
like-
jump. Looks like he's running dramatically towards the side of the boat to do a jump into the crowd, and then sort of realizes, thinks better of himself, and look, oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Good.
Just turning all the imaginary amps up to 11.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's Michael J. Fox on mute then.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Just Johnny Be Good,
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah.
Johnny,
You are-
what?
Turns out you ain't ready for that yet, but your kids are going to love it.
Yes.
Oh, dear. Okay, and while you're doing that, Jeff, you hear a voice in your head that goes,
Oh. Oh, how's that? Ding. Just finished the solo. Yes, mate. Hello. What you got?
There's people down here.
People. Yeah, I know.
He's-
There's people. You said Malrus and Keth.
He's Derwick.
Yeah.
Keth.
God's sake. Are
They're
they?
down here now.
They're down there. They're in the darker place. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Good. So they've reached that bit. Good. So is that all three of them, or is it just Derek?
No, that's Derwick.
Just Derek.
And Keth.
And Keth.
Oh, he's
Okay.
so sweet.
Good. But there's still no other people that you don't recognise, is there? They're still safe, aren't they?
Yeah, Daddy.
Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Right. Good boy. Thank you. I'm sorry for shouting earlier, but this is what we need. Just a bit of communication. So you keep an eye out, please, and just let me know if anything kicks off. I'll do the
Okay,
same
love
to you.
you.
Love you too. You be good. See you soon, boy.
Bye.
Bye.
Is Malrus just looking across the two ships with
Yeah.
an eyebrow raised, like
Just
what?
like, what the hell is
just
going
talking to his hand.
on? He's talking lovingly into his pink glove.
Just staring
just
stony faced.
Give
at
the
this
wrist of
scene.
the wrist of his glove
Brings
just a little
sweet
kiss, like a.
nothings to the pink.
Oh, good boy. See you in a bit.
Oh, what's
Gonna
going
that
on?
weirdo.
He's practicing his hand kissing. Again.
So, I mean, Malrus, what are you just going to do some yo-yo stunts while you're just waiting, or are you on guard? Are you being watchful of everything
I'm
that's
being
going
watchful of what's going on because this place freaks
Okay.
me the hell out.
on? Okay, fine. Okay. Death.
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 Team
What?
Death. Team
There's
Death.
a precursor. No, I'm scared to death. Sorry, scared to death.
Keth and Derek.
Keth, do you want to try the other door?
I quite like being called Team
Team
Death.
Death.
Yeah, Team Death is
That's
quite
pretty
good.
cool.
Death.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I like
cool.
it. Team Death. Yep. Team Death. What are we doing?
Team Death is going to try the other door with a quick TC.
Okay. Yep.
With Team Mouth.
Is a mouth.
Mouth and death. Nice.
Surely it'd be Juff.
Chuff.
Oh no,
Both of
Juffrus.
them
Julrus. It'd be Jelrus. Jelrus, that was it. Jelrus.
Gelrus.
Gelrus and death. Nice. Okay.
Oh.
We're just two bodies now.
Jelrus and death.
All of their
Yeah,
strengths
Sorry,
and their
sorry,
weaknesses.
I said
You
Juff, I
to
meant
Disney.
Muff.
Juff sounded weirdly worse.
Yeah. Team
I quite like the name Muff
and,
for a team.
and Team Muff.
Team Muff.
Team Death.
Team Muff. Team Death and Team Muff. Cool.
Which is the more serious? Which is the Friday night team? Which is the Monday morning?
Yeah. Oh, I feel like
So
Team
what's Team
Death.
Death doing?
I feel like Team Death after hanging out with Team Muff last night. Team Death is gonna 15 on my trap check.
Yeah, you can't see any traps.
Okay, we'll repeat the same thing then. Open the door.
Same again.
Step back. Yeah.
Okay.
Waving.
Keth, roll perception then if you're going in first.
Look in front of the door this time.
I have improved on my score. I've
on.
doubled it at least. I've got a 5.
Nice. Oh, nice. You're on a boat in a room, and there's some hammocks in it.
I'm going to make a perception check to see if there's anybody in the hammocks.
Just wandering with both of his eyes.
Guess what, guys?
So-
Guess what, guys? I also got a 5.
You're on a boat in a room with some hammocks in it.
Oh, there's bloody hammocks in here.
I imagine there's no people. Casper would have told me, but obviously that's you wouldn't know that. I know there's people.
They look pretty comfy.
Taking a nap? What's going
We're
on?
going to move further into the room, checking
Okay.
behind the door and all of that.
Yeah.
Occasionally just doing that sort of like, huh.
You're on a boat in a room
With
with
some
some hammocks.
So it's really
Some
empty.
hammocks.
Okay.
Is-
I'm gonna I'm trying to think of a Cockney rhyming slang. So, 2 seconds.
Hmm.
don't even know
I'm
what
gonna
it
You think
rhymes.
of how to rhyme hammock? You know?
Draw a snowflake and a sledge. Like sled. Sled
For-
in bed.
Oh, I was gonna go with I was gonna go with teddy bear stuffing for nothing.
Nice. Yeah, do it.
Do that
Do
on
it.
the outside. Right. Okay. Keth,
Okay.
you have the lead.
Let's go to the end of the corridor.
Okay.
Check out that last
you-
door. Same again.
Same
Same drill. It's
again.
worked
Same
really well
drill.
so far.
This time is a 8 for trap check.
You don't see any traps.
Okay,
Let's go.
Do it again.
And that's
And
the
the whole
end
ship
of the story.
explodes. And Team Death dies.
Yes.
And
I'll do my
Half
perception
of Team
check.
Muff.
half of Team Up.
Gets
It now
flown.
becomes the Jeff podcast. And no, so you open the door and you find yourself in. What's your perception check?
My perception check is getting better. It's 11.
11. You find yourself in a room that, Keth, you think is a kitchen.
I got a 14 perception check.
You're pretty sure it's a kitchen.
Nice kitchen.
Any food around?
A galley, you might say.
Yeah, any food around?
Anyone else? Anyone in it? Any people?
Derek, you hear the sound of a pan banging against another pan, but not in sort of the rhythm of the movements of the ship. You hear something out of the ordinary. Keth, you are just pretty happy with the fact it's kitchen. You think there might be some food in it.
I'm gonna shh, Keth. I'm gonna take a look around. Can I locate the source of this noise?
Roll investigation.
Okay. That is an 18 total.
18. You start hunting around the room, and this is a fairly sizable kitchen, although, again, streamlined, much like everything else on this ship is. It all seems fairly, designed to be as compact as possible while still being spacious enough to feel luxurious. And it's a weird balance, but they seem to have achieved it. And this kitchen has very clean-looking counters, lots of pots and pans and sharp knives about the place, and you're hunting under the counters, and you look in a few cupboards, and then as you round the corner of one end of this particular kitchen counter, you see cowering and snivelling a what appears to be a
velociraptor. Oh no,
yes, a velociraptor. Yes,
Clever girl.
Yes. No, it's a cowering and snivelling human man covering their face with their hands, and they're rocking back and forth, just sort of repeating over and over again. They're coming.
Turns out we're already here.
Were you stuck in
An orgy.
Jeff's map room?
The horrors you must have seen.
He pays no mind to your presence there.
I will. How do we approach this, Keth?
We need to just give him a slap, I suppose. Or try and gently shake him out of it.
Get your blunderbuss ready.
Who is he?
I'm gonna go. It's okay. Your friend Derek is here.
Oh, no.
I know you're here. Speak to him.
It's okay, snivelling man. Mr. Coward, your friend Derek is here, and I'm not here to judge, just here to ask some questions. Where's everybody else, chum?
He pays very little mind to you, and he's continuing to recite his mantra over and over again. He's still rocking, covering his face. And as you're sort of asking him this question, he ever so slightly breaks rhythm. And he sort of just says, "They're still here. They're still here."
Who's here, chum?
The crew's here. They're all here. Everyone's here. They're all here.
I don't like the sound of this.
Where are they? I can't see them.
I see all.
A little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche. No, he says he's just continuing to rock back and forth, and he's continuing to just recite almost mantra-like anything. They're coming. And when you ask him these questions, he breaks the rhythm and repeats a sort of answer to your question. All he can say is that they're here. The crew are here. I saw. I see.
Okay. Let's get this chap upstairs, shall we?
I don't like this at all.
I'm gonna just gently place a hand on his shoulder and just wait till if he has any reaction whatsoever.
He doesn't react.
Okay.
He continues to recite his mantra and rock.
I'm sorry,
covering
mate.
his face with his hands.
Let's get you out of here, and let's get you some sunshine and some water. And I'm gonna hoist him up by the scruff of his neck.
I can carry him out.
He's a human, so I mean,
Is he
roll
skinny
strength.
though? Is he?
I mean, he's sort of average, a little skinnier than your typical.
My strength is not good.
It's okay.
Oh, it's a natural 19.
He's also taller
though.
than you.
It's a natural 19. So I'll pull him up.
Yeah, I mean, you managed to
when he gets
lift
further
him off the
than
floor.
I am.
Somehow you lift him his height in the air, but he continues to. He doesn't really take his own weight. He's sort of still shuddering and covering his face and repeating.
Okay, I will start to gently guide him out of the room and up the stairs.
Keth, are you helping?
Yeah, Kevin's probably gonna seal this and just pick the guy up.
Okay, fair enough. I'll cover you.
Roll strength roll strength then.
Cool.
Creepy.
I'm good at strength. 22.
Yep. 22. Yeah, you pick him up.
Scoop him up.
Are you cradling him or are you fireman's lifting him?
Vyman's lifting him. He's over my left shoulder, so I've still got blood in my right hand.
Okay, cool. I mean, he is still sort of covering his face and reciting this sort of mantra as you're doing that. You now have a human on your shoulder.
I'll lead the way out of the room.
Better than a chip.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow. Fuck you, Tom.
God. That never.
Awkward.
Oh God!
Oh, how dare you?
The audacity!
I know.
Fuck have I done
That's
to you?
never happened to me
I've
before.
just been silently drumming on the ship. Fuck you, man.
I'll lead the way out.
Never come up ever again. Ever.
Don't worry, we'll edit it out.
Oh.
Oh, Tom.
Sorry, my
So what's happening?
I'll lead the way out of the room and just do a quick perception check at the end of that corridor, while Keth sort of moves him back up the stairs, just to keep.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, roll perception then.
That's a natural 2.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a corridor on a boat.
Ah, yes.
You're in the corridor you thought you were in before. Excellent.
He's wearing a blindfold on this mission now.
I am. Derek technically is wearing an eye patch.
Yeah. I mean, you are
Turns
making up for all the amazing rolls that Jeff did last time.
True.
So you're heading back up onto the deck then. So Malrus, you're stood there, and I guess you're still watching the entertainment that is Jeff.
Yeah.
Just glaring at Jeff.
And Keth comes stomping up the stairs with a cowering, muttering human draped over his shoulder.
Can I roll to see if I've seen him before?
Yeah, you can.
It's me.
The human. 18.
You don't recognise the human.
Okay. Just he may have been the chap we're after.
No, that's fine.
How does he? Can I roll an insight check on him to just see like how he reacts to being brought up into the light, for example?
Yeah, you can.
For insight, 16 total.
Well, like a vampire.
Yeah, he is kind of totally indifferent to the whole process. He is just
Seems to not have registered anything that's happened. Okay.
no.
What do we do with him, lads?
Can you set your trap, Derek? On
Yeah,
the door
sure.
And see what we can see in the main cabin.
I'll just cut the string and put the bells and the rest of the string back in my bag.
Okay. You do that?
Yeah. And what I would like to do while I'm doing that is close the hatch. And does it have any like way of me being able to sort of like slide the handle of an axe in or something like that to bar
it did, but Keth broke it off when he kicked it.
I will roll like a barrel or something on top of it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, there's a few things on deck. to
Shift
use
like
to
a
do that,
crate
so that's
over on top of it.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. You can do that. So yeah.
I'm going to open the cabin door.
Yeah, okay. And before we see what's inside, Jeff?
Has Casper come back to me at all at any point about the next room? If there's people in there.
Well, you don't know any of the rooms, so...
No, I know, but Casper's been sort of telling me that there's no people. And he said in the last one that they're here with me now. They're now here.
Mm-hmm.
So
that
there's people there. So I figured that he's been sort of like going ahead, a room ahead. That seems to be what he's been doing.
He's been... about.
Yeah. Squelching around the place.
Yep.
Leaving a little invisible trail.
He hasn't come back to you yet.
Okay, that's fine.
Malrus? You're opening the door.
Yes. Very, very,
How did you
very
do that?
carefully.
You were talking about us.
You open the door and you find yourself. Roll a perception check.
That is a 16.
With a 16, you find yourself in what appears to be what you would come to estimate as the captain's cabin.
Does it have like the same usual sort of captain's cabin furniture? And
the usual captain's
layout.
Is there an IKEA range called the captain's cabin? Or
yeah, it's
it's called El
Art Fort. It's what you'd expect to find in a captain's cabin: a desk, a few sort of
Cupboard with the spare captain
case-
in it.
the cupboard with the spare captain.
Captain cabinets, jumping cabinets.
And a globe with a small bar in it.
Yeah.
Those sorts of things.
I'm gonna go
Very
over,
nice, very nice.
over to the desk and see
Yep.
if I can see anything important that might be worth taking with us or looking at. Or
Malrus, just to let you know, one of the rooms down below, we found a bunch of documents and stuff, but I wouldn't want to head back now. Well, we'll bring this lad up.
Might go back a bit.
Yeah, but just let's not go alone, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. On the desk, you see the sort of maps and charts and various nautical accoutrements, but you also find a document that is very clearly a letter that has been being written to an official at the Royal Guard that appears not to have been finished. The letter is very clearly explaining that the island, that the particular island that you've come from, has been overrun by villainous pirates, and that they are requesting immediate reinforcements from the Royal Guard and the Navy to come and support the attempt to recapture the island and arrest or kill the marauders therein.
But he
I
says,
hope it's a fast postal system.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rip that up. And
Okay.
When he says
Just-
marauders, is he talking about us? That's quite rude, isn't
Probably.
it? What a bastard.
it's mean. Yeah, I'm just gonna rip that up and shred it into teeny tiny pieces.
Confetti.
Yes.
Okay.
Nobody
So you make
needs
some
that anymore.
confetti.
I'd like to make I'd like to make an investigation check for any valuables.
Spare captains.
Spare captains, or
Hashtag backups for the Buccaneers.
or platform shoes or anything like that.
With fish in them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my investigation check 15 total.
15. Yeah, you find the inkwell looks rather valuable.
Okay.
And when you look in one of the drawers, you find a few gold pieces.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've rolled a 19 on investigation.
You're hunting for the same,
I'm
are you?
hunting for just anything that I can pilfer for use on our ship.
Okay. Yeah, you find on the wall, you find a painting that looks
That'll
rather
look good in
valuable.
Navigation room.
Oh, that bloody painting! I
And-
didn't even notice.
You're losing your
And
touch.
I
in the
am.
drinks bar, you can see a couple of rather valuable-looking bottles of scotch and gin.
I'm just going to wheel the globe out on deck.
just going to wear the whole globe.
We
Didn't even tell you.
we don't have a globe, so
No, that'd be really
Nice.
bloody useful.
I love when
Yeah,
he turned
good.
this into an old burglary. It's just,
Yeah.
we're going to steal paintings and...
Put the inkwell in the globe.
There's a muttering guy going, "They're still here, they're still here." We're like,
I know.
let's just keep robbing the place.
Yeah.
Malrus
Yes.
burglary.
They could come
Shut-
back any second.
Shut your mouth,
That's what I was
mate. We've
gonna
got
do.
work to do.
Just,
What
yes,
Keth is
yes,
gonna
they're
do.
still here. Yes,
I'm
good,
gonna-
good.
God, he's
begin
so
to
annoying.
mage
Yes,
hand
I'm sure
the
they're
lightest
still
bits
here.
of stuff that I can pilfer back over to the deck where Jeff is.
Okay, fine. Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Do we want to take this
What's
guy
that?
onto our ship, by the way? Or do we want to leave him here?
I was thinking, is it just a long piece of rope between the two ships, or are they side by side?
Let's see.
Side by side.
I guess.
No, I mean they
Kind
are
of
side by
both.
side.
Fully
Both
side by
a
side.
little
I mean-
bit, yeah.
You haven't explored the entire depths
No.
of below deck. Just to remind you.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking with this guy, I'd like to get him across back to our ship. Try and have a
Yeah,
chat
I mean
with
you
him
can
over
manage
there.
that.
Yeah.
That's
You can
fine.
manage that if you want.
He doesn't seem
Yeah.
to be a font of quite useful information yet, but maybe when he calms down. Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
what I'm going to do then is is Jeff still over air drumming on our ship?
Yeah.
Cool. Then Keth is going to take our new friend and leave him in the care of Jeff.
Oh, nice.
Jeff, look, this guy, we found him downstairs. Now he's a bit of a wreck, But I'm sure you'll be able to calm. Just make sure nothing bursts out of his chest or anything like that.
Make sure he doesn't nick anything, Jeff. We don't want any thieves on board our ship.
Derek, can I? I'm just going to throw him in the pocket portal, and
Oh yeah, sure.
leave him in
Yeah.
there. If
Yeah,
anything
no
bad
problem.
happens, he's in there. If he doesn't,
If he disappears, then we'll know.
we know how
won't
long. We know.
Yeah.
I'll time it. I'll set an hour. I'll watch the
Just
sun.
leave it
I'll
on the
watch
deck.
sun. Yeah,
and then-
and I'll use the handle's shadow as
that's
to
good.
mark how long
Yeah.
he's in
Don't-
there, and occasionally just see if he's dead.
Don't
And
let
then
him
we'll
harass any of my imaginary wenches, will you? They're kicking up a bloody fuss about that recently.
No, that's fine.
That's fine. I'll give him the pocket
Casper, their pimp.
I want to talk to the guy again before he hops
Do
in.
what I say.
What's your name? What's your name, kid?
He doesn't respond. He just continues to mutter and repeat the phrases you've heard him say so far.
What do his eyes look like? Do they look normal?
He's covering his face with his hands.
Okay. Keth.
Can I pull his hands off his face?
You
Strength.
can try.
Strength, is it? I guess. Strength
Yes.
test.
Yep.
Where is he at this point? Is he on?
Yeah. Are you on deck? Have you taken him below deck?
Where is he on the Valkyrie or is he on the what's?
He's on the Valkyrie.
He's on the
Yeah,
Valkyrie.
Presumably
I
so.
guess.
Is it in the pocket pub?
No, not
No.
yet. Not yet.
Okay, that's not bad. 17.
Yeah. With a 17, you just about managed to
Ooh.
pry one of his hands away from his face.
What do we see?
And you see a bloody mess, is what you see. His face is covered in blood, and you see something which will probably haunt you till your dying day, because you see this.
He had a
particular-
facelift.
You might say that.
It's
you might
Simon
also say
Cowell.
that. Roll a medicine check for me.
Medicine check. Okay.
Oh no, you're gonna get infected with something.
Hurrah! You made it! This is the part that you've all been waiting for. Yes, the most important bit of the show. A moment with the Dungeon Master. So settle down and get comfortable, but make sure you don't leave a mess this time, as it makes Pedro furious. But only because I make him clean up. Right, let's begin. First things first, all of us here at Roll Britannia want to jump on the galleon tables, raise our beer mugs, and roar a huge thank you for being here. Without you lot climbing aboard every week and supporting the show, we'd have sunk a long time ago to the bottom of the sea. So it's fantastic to have you here. Huzzah! Right, it's shout-out time. Pedro! It's time for you to shine, my feathered assistant. Shout-out scroll, if you please. Ah! There you are, boy. Oh, nice. You've actually put it in an envelope this time. Well, let's see what you got. Hand it over then. Well done. Have a biscuit. Now shoo. Well then, this week's shout-out goes to Leo Jenicek, who has been messaging us on Twitter. Thank you so much for listening to the show. We are so glad that you're finding the show so funny, and hopefully by now you've had a chance to listen to the whole lot. Stand back, everybody. Incoming random celebrity shout-out! This week's random celebrity is none other than comedian Russell Howard, who actually reckons that he looks like a grown-up Jeff. We're not sure on that, Russell. But we're glad that you love the show. Possibly. Maybe. Probably not. What's that? You'd like your very own shout-out. You've got an amazing idea for the show, and you want Malrus to perform a miracle on you. Ugh, Malrus, stop changing my script. Well, apart from that last one, it's incredibly easy to do. Just look for Roll Britannia on pretty much any social media. You name it, we're probably there. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even Discord. We love chatting to you lot. So don't be shy. Get in touch. Now, you know there's loads of ways of listening to our show. So wherever you decide to get your podcast from, it'd be absolutely amazing if whilst you're downloading or streaming the next episode, you could give us a 5-star review. And if you can't leave a review where you are, head over to Podchaser and drop one in there for us as well. Hey. Some kind words from you guys really help the good old ship Roll Britannia to crest the treacherous waves of the Roll Britannia world, and it also helps more fantastic people just like you to discover the show. And if you haven't already, make sure that you've crushed that subscribe button. Otherwise, Derek will string you up from the rigging by your pants. Right, that's enough for now. You lot are getting too comfy in my office, and there's adventuring to be done. So get out of here. Find me those pieces of 8. Go!
Okay, I've got plus
Has he
4
got
for
COVID?
medicine. Oh god. Plus 4 for medicine, so that is a 16.
With a 16, you can divine from the presence of the blood on his face and the staring oculum therein that for reasons of that you know not, that this human has had their eyelids removed. Very recently.
That's fucking horrible.
Eyelids.
Yes,
Yeah.
Just their eyelids.
just their eyelids, yes.
Oh,
Jesus.
couldn't blink.
That is fucking horrible. Tell you what, lad.
What?
You need a drink.
Guys, what? Isn't there something that we've encountered before that, or potentially that I remember? Was it the angels or something that if you didn't look at them, then
They
would
move.
come to you? Why? That's the only thing. Like he can't not look at things unless he's got his hands over his eyes. He won't remove his hands. Keth just had to really pry that one away, and he's a strong lad.
So,
Like,
but the
what-
angels, they move when you don't look at them. So the best thing
Oh,
is
yeah.
to look at them, right? So he
What's the other
doesn't
thing?
want to see something that he's been forced to see.
forced to look at. Has anyone ever heard of any kind of bad
Have
things?
do you know a lady named Hansworth Wood and a man named Norman Query?
Did you see them at it as well? Doing the flying lotus.
Oh.
You have been at my saucy books.
Well,
Harry
but a
Potter
few weeks-
reading it again.
Yeah.
Harry
Right.
Potter and the Flying Lotus.
See, my dad told me an old story ages ago about this thing called a Medusa, and she turned you into
Right.
stone when you looked at her.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about sex position.
Well, there were
Makes
lots
you
of
rock
snakes
hard.
involved. all around this one poor girl's hair.
Oh.
Is my library not private?
Not anymore.
Not when you leave me alone.
No,
on
but
the
your
ship.
browsing history isn't.
You gave us all of the copies. You get the entire back
It's
catalogue.
stuck open, that's why.
If you invite us to book club, we will read them.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm glad you put it in the effort.
Well, you know.
But let's drill down into
Back to no eyelids over here.
Yeah.
This
Do you
is
want to?
some pretty horrendous stuff.
Do you want to put him in the pub, and then we can go and explore the rest of the ship?
Should we help him? Has anyone got anything that can make eyelids or make him better? Help him.
I'd
me
rather
just
not.
check. Let me
I'd
just
rather
check.
save it for us.
Do you have a
Okay.
spell for returning of eyelid?
No.
Keth, just knock
Do you have
him
an
out.
eyelid
Then.
regenerate?
Knock him out then. At least put him in unconscious.
Put him out.
I mean, I really kind of want to use some sort of magic, but we said we wouldn't use magic in the devil's arse.
Malrus, what did we say?
I just said. I said
When
no
you're in the
magic
devil's arse.
No.
Use protection.
No.
I'm gonna give.
Do I need to get my
That was
PowerPoint
close,
presentation
though.
out again?
That was
I will-
close, though.
I'll
got
give
to
you the
admit.
presentation again. It's
That was a
close.
long seminar.
We had a long time at sea. Who was I talking to then? Sorry.
I think you were just musing.
So I want to give this kid, or this man,
How old is this guy? How
one
old is
more
he?
shake and say, "What happened to you?"
He just doesn't respond. And the other thing that happened when you pulled the hand away from his face was he started yelling.
Just,
Well, that's the
just
last thing
what?
we need.
Just like a guttural scream, or is it?
Yeah,
is it-
just
okay.
so yeah.
No words.
Malrus,
Okay.
you got any of them
I'm gonna
those
curl-
mushrooms that make you shit yourself? Just in case something's inside him, he might shit it out.
I've got one more left, but I'd rather save it for you.
Might be quite.
Nice.
All right.
Nice work.
I'll put the
In that
handle of the
case,
pub
then.
down and
Jeff just sticks his finger up at Malrus.
yeah,
Because he can't use magic to do anything back. He knows he's not allowed.
Do we just going to put him in the pub?
Yeah, I think that's probably for the best.
Get first rounds on the house, but after that, mate, you better start paying your way.
They're coming. They're coming. Pay for
That's pretty much what's going on, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hop back over to the other ship.
So is he safely in the pub now and it's all silent again?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, fine.
So what are we doing then? Is Team Death back together, or is it
Team Death?
I think it's
reckon.
Team
Maldeath?
Team Muff and Death are all together at the moment, aren't they?
Muff
Shit.
Death.
Muff Death.
Is Muff Death?
Oh, Team
is
Muff
Muff Death
Death.
going?
That's our
Is that
whole
another band
Buccaneer
name?
name. Our Buccaneer
That's
name is
great
now
now.
Team Muff Death.
Muff Death. I like it.
Great band name.
That's happening now.
It's another
That's
band
canon.
It's going on a t-shirt.
It's another band name.
Team Muff
We
Death.
went from Buccaneers to Muff Death in about 30 seconds there.
I like it.
Muff Death are one of the support
I'm in.
acts for Monstrous Sex Go.
I imagine Muff Death's much harder to rhyme as well. Anyway,
Yeah,
Okay.
quite possibly. So what are we doing then, boys?
Team Muff Death, what are we doing?
But honestly,
Who's going?
don't know.
Who's?
What happened, guys?
Is anyone going back
Is
over?
it safe? Casper seems to think
No.
it's all right over
Look,
there.
Jeff.
He's saying they're coming, they're here. What's
Sorry,
going on, guys?
I'm just going to go back to the edge of the other ship and go, look, Jeff, there's nobody down there apart from that guy, but he keeps saying they're still here, or the whole crew's still here, they're coming. All of this creepy stuff.
Should we just
There's some
tow the ship
documents
with us
down
then?
there.
Should we just keep going towards Neverwinter and tow the ship?
Why would we go to Neverwinter?
Because surely
I don't-
if the,
look,
if the
I-
guy's not here, then he's got to continue. He's probably still trying to go.
I don't
So
I don't want to go back
Don't
there.
think he's gone to Neverwinter.
We need to clear this ship first.
where do you think he's going?
Let's go see what's down there. And if Jeff,
I thought you
if
checked
this
it all
comes
out,
apart,
sorry.
no, we're like
Right.
a little bit at a time,
Fair enough.
toes in the water kind of thing.
No
Right.
problem.
Right.
I'm gonna shift this crate
Soaking
from the
them
top
toes,
of
are
the
you,
thing.
Kev?
Okay.
Yeah, shift the crate, get it back into the hatch, and
Yep.
sort of go. Keth, are you coming
You
with
head
me?
back downstairs.
I'll lead.
Okay, same formation. We'll head.
Malrus, what are you doing this time?
I'm
Stealing.
going to stay at the top like I did before.
Okay.
Guess I'll stay here.
Just be
I'll
on my
keep an
guard.
eye.
Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
Yeah. It's all right, guys. I'll keep an eye on the pocket pub portal. There's a couple of things I was sorting out downstairs anyway. I was just doing some work over here while you guys were sorting it out. So you
Hang
crack
that
on,
picture up. Move the globe in. Yeah?
Okay.
Do some odd jobs around
There's an
the
ink
place.
well in the globe though. Don't let it spill.
Don't drink the ink.
Don't drink it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll start shifting over the loot.
Just helping
Fine.
us rob the place.
In
Malrus'
fact,
swag.
what I'd like to do is I'd like to put the pocket pub portal down on the side of the ship, open it up, push everything into the pocket pub portal, close the door, pick it up, move it onto our ship, open the door, and then just push it out onto our ship. Save having to fuck it all around over the top of the ship.
Yeah, do it.
Sick.
Do
Like
it,
every
man.
time you open
That's
the
what you
door,
do.
there's this manic
I love
scream,
it.
like as you reach in and then close
Just
it again.
clatter, close. Clatter, close.
What a selfish bastard! He's not even offering to help you move.
No, he's had 3 shots of whiskey.
He's bleeding all over the bar.
I hope he paid for 2 of them.
Well, mate, you should see his eyes. They're in the right state.
Right. So we're gonna go down into the first level.
Okay.
We've done all the doors. I will go back to the loot room, and I'd like to just pick up any documents that seem, whatever documents that I could see in there. I'll just gather them all up and then hand them off to Malrus.
Okay. I mean, you can do that if you want.
Where else can we go?
Well, you went in the room,
Yeah.
but there was a long corridor. You didn't walk all the way down.
Yeah. So once I've handed them
Sorry,
off to
I thought we did all
Malrus,
three.
Okay. You did the 3 rooms, and there was also a long corridor.
yeah.
Ah, yeah, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's go down the corridor then.
Once I've handed them off to Malrus, I'll rejoin Keth and I'll go down.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Malrus, you've got some documents. You can
kindly
peruse
pass
them
them
now,
over.
or you can
Pass them over.
shut them overboard, or you can set them on fire and do what you like with
I'm
them.
going to have a bit of a read.
Okay. We'll leave you to that for now then, and we'll jump back over to the Team Death downstairs. You walk down the corridor, yes? And as you walk down,
let me roll
you
another
find
stealth
yourself...
check, by the way, very quickly. That's not great. Actually, no, that's okay. 20 total.
Wow. Must have been a hell of a modifier for it to go from...
It was 11.
Oh, wow, that's a hell of a
I forgot
modifier.
it was
Yeah, no, you don't see any traps.
No, it's stealth check.
All right, yeah, you're pretty stealthy.
Yeah.
You don't see any traps either.
Fair enough.
They don't see any of you.
No.
The traps
And you
don't
walk down
see
this
you.
corridor, and you find yourselves in a sort of what looks like a sort of common rec space. It looks like where the crew would sort of spend their R&R time.
got
When
a
they're
pool
not
table.
Pulling ropes or
Ping pong
there's
table.
a pool table, and all the balls keep sloshing from one side to the other because it's a terrible idea.
Microwave oven, small Coca-Cola fridge.
Yeah, all of those things. And
Other brands of drinks are available.
We're not the BBC.
You could have gone with Yeastmaster at least. Oh, they would have known.
it's roller cola. And you see at the far end, you see another door.
Are there
Ready?
any signs of struggle or blood in this room? Can I make a quick perception check?
Yeah,
Anyone's-
roll perception check.
Any spare eyelids?
13.
For 13, you can't really tell if there's any particular struggle. It doesn't look very tidy, but it's not very easy to tell if there's been a particular fight or anything.
Right.
Can we
On
do an
this
eyelid
door.
check?
Yeah, anything that looks...
Yeah, I mean,
looks like a
roll
pork
investigation
scratching.
for eyelids then, I suppose.
I shall. 18.
Yeah, you don't find any eyelids.
Oh, that's disappointing.
They're always in the last
you-
place you look.
They're on the
so's
side.
everything.
Which side?
TC on the door.
Go on then.
15.
15, you don't see any traps.
Same again. Ready?
Open the door.
Kev steps in and does his investigation or perception roll.
Perception, please.
Perception?
Yes, please.
How does a 6 do for you?
You're in a gloomy room. And in this room are some more crates.
Derek, I found some crates.
That's great, mate. But we're looking for any potential enemies. I'll do another perception check. Investigation for any. Actually, I'd like to do an investigation check for any signs of any other people, any whimpering cowards or whatever.
Are you looking for what? Be specific about what you're looking for.
A coward check.
I would like to see. I'd like to do a check to see if I can hear anybody else.
Okay, fine.
That is not great. It's a natural 8, so 10.
You can't hear anyone else.
Are there any other exits to the room?
No.
Interesting.
How big is this room?
It's probably it's longer than it is wide. It's quite a streamlined ship, so I would say it's probably only 15 feet across by maybe 20 feet long. No, say 30 feet. 30 feet long. But Jeff, let's jump over to you.
Hey, Malrus, come over here.
What?
So you know that guy? He's in the pub. He keeps saying like there's people here. He's got no eyelids.
So are you talking to him from the Teldath?
Yeah, so
from
I'm
the
leaning-
Valkyrie.
I'm leaning.
Until death.
I'm leaning on the
Yeah,
side
so
of the
yeah.
Valkyrie over to him,
Miles
hopefully
away.
leaning on the side of the. Of the
Yeah,
other ship.
are we just like...
They're just
like
chit
two
chatting
neighbours
on the rails to
like,
each other.
like
On the
neighbours at a
fence.
fence. Yeah, exactly that.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
Um,
yeah.
So he's obviously got no eyelids, and I was thinking, something obviously wants him to be able to see it. Now I was reading, and when Derek was, out the other day, I was reading that in one of his books, Harriet Potter and the Gobbler of Firemen, and there was this character in it, and everyone kept referring to as the Basilisk because he was like this fluffer or something, and he just made everyone like really hard. As soon as they looked at him, he was sort of like they were like well hard. But they kept calling him the Basilisk, and so I thought this is an odd name, and it turns out apparently that's one of the other ships on the other books.
I think you'll find that was. I think you'll find that was Harriet Potter and the Chamber of Seamen.
Ah,
Yeah.
different book. It was one of them. All of them are quite stuck together. It's just a bit of a mess there. It's a big book at the end of it. So, but there's this character basilisk, and I found out it's actually
weighs a lot more than it did before.
Yeah.
Oh. That's why I use the marigold. And so, but basically, it's based around this big snake, and it's called the basilisk. And I think that must be where they got the incentive from, inspiration from. But anything that looked at the basilisk turned like to stone, and you had to like not look at it. And so, I just wondered if, and it's a snake, and we always seen Billy in weird little things like, not necessarily eyelids, but
if you're not going to look at it, not going to want to look at it, why would you chop off eyelids?
No, because it might have eaten the eyelids. To then be like, you got to look at me now. You can't blink. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
Just a little nibble.
I mean,
oddly specific.
Maybe
I'm going to have an
I'm going to
eyelid starter.
carry on
to
with
my main.
what I was going to do and stone of fast speech Derek.
I'm going to go back to my monster book that I got. And
can I have the eyelids?
See if
and
there's
I'm
anything
going to
else.
say,
sauce, please?
Jeff thinks there's a massive snake that eats eyelids down there.
And it'll
I've
turn
told
to
him-
stone if you look at it. So
I've
don't
told
look at
him
it.
he's too young to read Harriet Potter and the Goblin and the Chamber of Seamen.
have you found River yet? Is she down there?
Stick with the Philosopher's Bone. I haven't found River yet. I don't know. I don't know where she is. Have you tried calling her again?
I mean, I can give it a go. I'm just
It might be
gonna
worth a
try and call
shout.
River again.
Look, we're in a room full of crates and stuff. I'm gonna have a look if I can find a hatch to get down into maybe any other hidden layers. They might want to, hide below decks. But so far, we found fuck all, to be honest.
Okay.
You trying to call River again?
Yeah.
The call doesn't complete. There's no sound from the other end.
Malrus has got a girlfriend.
Who in real life is already his wife.
Yes. Oh, well.
She's not his girlfriend anymore.
Don't tell his wife. Hold on. Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Sophie, I've met somebody. She's called River.
You only call me Malrus now.
Weird roleplay going on now.
You seem a bit blue tonight.
Stop
dear.
visualising it, you animals.
It's your birthday, so.
True. Okay.
Malrus Tosscoble.
I was going to make a wet joke, but I'm not going to.
Oh dear. Okay.
It's all right, I'm sure she doesn't listen.
What, to the podcast or me?
Oh, God. It's okay, we won't edit it out.
What have I said about double negatives?
The paddle's out.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
If we
We
were
got
there
paddled.
live, we'd have all been paddled.
But it's worked.
So, you're hunting around the bowels of the ship at the moment, and you're looking. You said you're going to look behind some crates and things.
Yeah. Just try and investigate.
Okay.
Move some crates. Try and
While
find
you're
it.
doing that, Jeff,
Yeah.
you hear a voice
Oh, no.
come back to you, and this voice is a voice you know very, very well, but have never heard it sound like this. This is the sweet and adorable voice of Casper, screaming in fear.
What?
And you see Casper sort of appear and sort of up your sleeve and disappear.
Mate, you all right? Casper? Casper, little boy, you okay? What's wrong? Mate, you there?
He's not talking to you.
Holy crap.
Guys, I'm going to grab my stone of fast speech at this point. Guys, I don't know. Casper has just come screaming out of there. He doesn't do this normally. He's invisible. People shouldn't be able to see him. I don't know what he's seen. Something is bad on this ship. Something is bad.
Are you pissed again?
No, guys, just trust me on this. Don't go deeper. We need to regroup. Something is bad with this ship.
Reading those disgusting novels.
I don't think it would be a snake. Something can see Casper, and you guys don't even like Casper. He's this amazing little guy he's like an octopus thing, and he can see things for me. And I know you guys don't believe me. Oh god, it's please just don't go down there, guys. I just know this.
Well,
trust me.
Look, Jeff.
Please.
Jeff, we've reached a dead end anyway. So we'll
God.
if it means that much to you, we'll start coming back.
I just really feel like something bad, really bad,
Keth,
is in there.
Yes.
while this is going on, you're hearing all this go on, you feel something on your cheek. A little
It's gonna be like
drop of something.
It's gonna be like Predator, isn't it?
A drop of something moist.
Oh. Keth will put his hand up to his cheek, wipe off whatever it was, and look at his hand.
And
What is it?
it's red. You have some red on your hand.
You've got red on you, Keth.
Yes.
I stayed quiet deliberately. Okay. And then Keth is going to slowly look up at the ceiling.
Roll Constitution. A Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Right, okay.
Yes, please.
Oh shit!
13, which might be ominous.
With a 13,
I'd beat you with a 13. Just put it that way.
you you stagger back, and your face drains of color as your eyes
Oh, God.
struggle to take in the thing that you can see on the ceiling.
It's a cat.
It is the most it is worse than a cat.
What's worse?
Two cats.
It is more than 16 cats.
16 cats. There's a swarm of cats.
More than 15 cats.
No. As you stagger back, your eyes sort of widen and the colour drains from your face, and you see attached to the ceiling of this room with nails and scrap metal and spears and swords, the skinned bodies of the entire crew.
Holy shit. Derek, look up there. Derek, look up there.
Keth, what's going on?
Keth, I think we should get out of here, mate. I've never seen you like this before. I don't want to look up. I don't want to look up, mate.
Remember the crew? What's left of them is nailed to that fucking ceiling. Let's get out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna shove Keth back through the door, and we're gonna start making our way back out. I'm not even gonna look. I don't want to.
Okay. And
I've seen enough shit for one day.
Jeff and Malrus, you've been having this conversation, and roll perception, please.
Keth, I've never seen you like this before.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20.
Got a 19.
That's one
Okay,
of the most
both of you-
monstrous things I've ever seen.
Hear something in the distance that you were hoping not to hear. It is the sound of cannon fire.
Oh.
And you look around and you see,
Where's it coming from? Malrus.
closer than you would have thought possible without your noticing, a ship approaching fast.
Little, big.
Guys,
Has he got?
get up top, quick.
There's people
We
here.
gotta go, Keth. Let's go. Let's go.
here.
Let's go.
We're being
Let's go,
fired
we'll
on.
go.
Jeff's gonna go up to the harpoon and, start working on untying it or dislodging it. Or
We're
Okay, you're
gonna
doing that.
sprint just up,
Yep.
up onto the deck.
Run.
Run.
The ship is closing you down. And Malrus, are you rejoining the Valkyrie?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
And
gonna
you're just leaving the ship as it
hop
is.
over
Yeah.
to Jeff. Oh, you're untying the thing, right? You're not on the cannons. I'm gonna get onto those cannons that you angled down, and I'm just gonna fire one of them into that ship.
have you found River?
Roll to hit.
Have you found
River's not there. River's not there.
Are you sure? Okay.
That's a natural 19.
I suppose she's a water genasi. She can float.
With a 19, you get a shot off, and it does manage to hit the hull of this ship, and it makes a noise that doesn't sound like a cannonball hitting wood. It sounds squelchier than
The whole thing is a
and
creature.
as you look at the ship, as it's drawing closer, you can see the ship it's not a ship that you'd expect to see. It looks a bit thrown together. It looks ragged. It looks beaten. It looks like it's been built from the wreckage of a number of different ships and painted with these huge red streaks and tied to the outside of the hull. And across various parts of this ship are bodies of various different shapes.
So just to be clear, the cannon that I fired was at the ship that we were just on, because I just want to sink that thing.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Rather than the ship that's approaching.
You're firing at the ship. You're firing at the
Yeah, I
ship
fired at the
you were
ship
just
that
on.
we were just
Fine.
on, yeah.
Okay, in which case, yes, it breaks a hole in the ship and water starts to flood in.
And then we turn to see this horrible...
And then you turn to see that...
Right.
I mean, the picture I want you to imagine is like
a meat
Mad
ship.
Max style.
Yes, yeah.
It's not a meat ship. It's not a ship made of meat,
No,
but
it's
there are
covered.
bodies tied to the outside of it.
It's like Mad Max
Covering-
crossed with that bit in Vikings, where they have
Yeah.
like, all the
Floating
corpses on
abattoir.
Yeah, only a little bit more menacing. And it is closing down you on at a rate of knots.
there. Right. Lads, unfurl the sails. We got to get the fuck out of here.
Quick, raise the
Let's go.
anchor.
Let's
Yep.
I'm going to just
Anchor
start
raising.
unfurling. I don't know much about sailing, but I know we need the bloody sails. It's in the bloody name, innit?
Find the wind. When the
Okay.
sails go big, that's it. It was on this sales course I did.
Jeff, have you got some sort of like sales call? Have you got? Can you get Umberley's blessing or something?
Let's give it a go.
A cannonball
No.
comes firing out of the ship that is chasing you and strikes the Valkyrie hard.
Stop blowing holes in my ship.
Firing splinters about the place, as it were. And who's on deck at the moment?
All of us.
I'm
all
the
of
weird.
us.
Presumably all of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
All. I mean, I assume one of you's at the helm.
Me.
Yeah. So it's a reasonably big sized cannonball. You're looking sort of about maybe 6 inches
So
across.
it's not like a chicken ball or something like that. It's not a meat
Like
ball.
it's not made of meat.
No.
Right.
It's right.
It's a meatball.
To be clear, this ship is not made of meat.
It has
It is
meat strapped
it is a
to it.
wooden ship
Yeah.
that has bodies
So
tied
it's
to
a
it.
wooden ship decorated with meat.
Yes,
Right, okay.
Are they skinned bodies like
Not-
the ones that they've just seen in this sea, or are they just bodies tied to it?
all they are.
Oh, they are. Okay.
All they are.
Okay, right.
And 1,000 sharks of
okay.
swimming behind it.
Anyone with an AC of less than 15,
For fuck's
Yep.
sake.
you take.
Can I not make a deck save or something to try and?
No, that's the point of the AC.
I'm on 17.
You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
from this explosion.
Start keeping a tally.
Yeah.
Yep. And I would like all of you to roll initiative, please.
So the ship seemed abandoned, except for one guy who was missing his eyelids and wanted to cry. Looting was happening and all was going well. Then Casper returned with a cry from hell. Deep in the bowl was cast faced with a drip, and that's more than they need. To get off of that ship, up on the Valkyrie, ship covered in meat is upon 'em. Will they have time to take aim with their cannon? So will our bucks fight or turn heel and scabber? Well, you'll find out next time on Roll Britannia.
Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. And before you head off to the next episode of whatever you're listening to, or maybe you go back and listen to some old episodes of Roll Britannia, hey, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. But just before you do, I just wanted to let you know that right now, the wonderfully prestigious British Podcast Awards are open for nominations, and we would be forever grateful if you guys could vote for us. All you have to do is head over to the website. We'll put the link in the description of the episode and just search for Roll Britannia on the website. It takes just a couple of seconds, and who knows? What if we even won? We'd have you to thank. That's what would happen. Yeah.